So the last topic that I had, which is still a part of games and a part of wrestling, is that
Okay.
new AEW game.
Oh
Did
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah, yeah.
enjoy
Yeah.
it? Well, I need your thoughts on that because
Um,
that looks fire.
it does. It looks good. It looks it is the NBA Live version. Is NBA Live 2 versus 2K. It's wrestling action versus wrestling simulation. If you like the, if you like the, my biggest gripe with the 2K version of wrestling is the moves don't look painful. It don't look impactful. It don't look like what move? What move can I think of? Like the Kevin Nash's
Power bomb,
what's the powerbomb move? What's this called?
jackknife.
The jackknife in 2K. I'm like, God, it's bad. It doesn't look good. Like the impact is like so stiff. And I'm like, and then this is coming from me who's used to playing the well, obviously the Dukes and Jacks versions of the wrestling games where the moves is like overrated, exaggerated, but it's like they should be exaggerated. It's a video game, bro. Like the spear should look like it hurt.
Yeah.
Like 2K's like some of those moves, like in 2K, the spears in 2K is like, unless it's Roman Reigns' spear, everybody else is like, nah, bro. But AEW, it looks good. I'm really interested in what their single player mode is about and how in depth it is. Hopefully this game is not being rushed to be made, and they take time with it.
It don't look like it because, to be honest, I mean, it's been in development for a couple of years now. We've been talking about it for a minute, so. So I'm assuming you played the latest 2K wrestling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I heard that it's so much better than the ones before it, but I ain't picked it up yet. I was like I was gonna wait for it to be in discount before I touch it.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Just because that's what they deserve. Like I was like, nah, man, I ain't giving y'all another 60. Yeah, I don't care how many people say it's good. But
definitely do that. Yeah, it's better, but my gripe is still the same. The impact of these moves is not it's not blowing me away. And obviously I haven't played it in a while.
Okay.
So like the replay value is not really there.
Yeah.
The career mode it's not really like so the career mode, the single player mode, or it's My Rise is what it's called. Your rivalries or your stories is coming through text message and social media. So if you got a female, Sasha Banks is saying, rookie, whatever, you should try, check me out or whatever, and you reply to her message on this Twitter, and then okay, so y'all got a rivalry. All right, you win the title. But say your next rivalry, you win the Intercontinental title, and then you get into a rivalry for the WWE title. All right, so when you come out, you are not the Intercontinental champion. You don't have a title. But wait a minute, this is the same character. I just won the Intercontinental. Why am I not coming out to the ring with my Intercontinental title?
That's terrible.
They not. It's like I don't.
That's so, I would say that's worse than Spike Lee for 2K basketball. Like you can't give me a title and not have me come out with it.
You ain't coming out with that joint unless you defended it, and it ain't really. I will have to play it and see if anything changed. But I don't think anything changed, man. It's better than 20. What was it? Was that 21 or 20?
I think it's 20 because they skipped a year. Remember?
It's better than 20, but 20 was horrible. So it's like, yeah, it's better than 20, but y'all still got a lot of work to do. To me, still got a lot of work to do. So it looks like to me, it's like, just put it out. I'm ready for it now. Give it to me. It's like, for that AEW game, shut up and take my money. Cause like,
yeah,
I'm feeling that same way for live. I'm like, where is live?
I don't know, man.
I know y'all somehow playing 2K. Somebody's playing 2K to study on how to make a better basketball game, because 2K ain't perfect.
And I would have to go on my PlayStation and look, but I forget what live. But the live wasn't that. Live was not that far off. Right. It was actually more enjoyable than 2K at the point where whatever year that was I was playing. Right. But it's like they come. I don't know if they got unrealistic expectations of these games. It's like you're not gonna outsell 2K when you first come out. You're gonna have to eat that for a couple years before
you start over, dude. Yeah, you gotta rebuilding the fan base. You abandon people, and now all they know is 2K basketball.
Exactly.
They don't even know that there was another basketball game. Like, you gotta start all the way over. And don't do simulation. Stick to your arcade style.
and that's what I think the problem is. I think the problem is that they took football from 2K, so they focus all their efforts on football, and their football game is terrible. Right. And then it's like, but they they make money off of it, so they just gonna keep, they're gonna keep putting that in a soccer game out because that's what's making them the money. Right. Like, but in all honesty, EA had a better baseball simulation game at one point in time. Basketball, Live 99 was crazy.
Right. Like, even the 2000 ones, the one with
2000,
2005, I think that was, or 7. That was good. This the one with Joel Embiid. I think that was 2019 or 2019.
That might be the one I'm talking about with Joel Embiid.
I think that was 2019. It was all right. They could have built on that. I'm like,
yeah, and I knew they was, because they put that thing on sale so quick. Like, it was like, what y'all, like, y'all gotta let the game breathe, man. Y'all just trying to put it.
It ain't like y'all studio closed. EA ain't going nowhere no time soon.
Nowhere, no time. Like, and they wasn't, and to me, they wasn't taking the L. They was just impatient.
Yeah,
impatient.
For sure.
And it's like, y'all want to, like, that's the, and it's like, you should know better because you've been doing this with Battlefield and Call of Duty. Like, every time y'all release Battlefield and Call of Duty, y'all know Call of Duty gonna beat y'all, but y'all put numbers on. Right. Like, you just gotta give that thing time to grow. And
but
y'all want to sell y'all name, and it's like, no, EA Basketball, buy it now. Like, no, that ain't how it works.
No, that's that. Like, but I think because I was watching a video on YouTube. They was trying to figure out what happened to the Street series, because NBA Street 1, 2,
man,
and then it started going down.
They only did 3 of them. They only did 3.
It was 1, 2, and then it was Home Court, and it was like Home Court was like, no.
I remember Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. That's all I remember.
No. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, and then they went Home Court, and that was like a totally different.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
Like, what they did was EA Sports Big was a whole different department.
Yeah.
It was a whole different department. Then that's when Street got popular. And when Street got popular, they moved it. They shut down Big, and then they just brought it all over to EA. I'm like, y'all should have left it alone.
Should have left that alone.
Alone.
Y'all could at least did that. And then I think I think at that point, because if I'm not mistaken, they got the rights to NBA Jam. Because EA put out an NBA, because NBA Jam was made by Midway. And them, but EA made one. And I think that's what happened. They was like, well, NBA Jam is the more iconic franchise, so we gonna strip Street and just put out an NBA, and that NBA Jam was trash. So it was like, y'all, but I can't think of one. Y'all had people that didn't even play sports playing Streets. Like, especially, I was a fan of the football too, so I played basketball and the football. It's like y'all just killed it.
That's a perfect way to get your fans reinvested if you put out another Street or reboot Street.
And man, we need that because we ain't got no type of arcade sports games except for Mario. That's the closest you get.
But that's like all the way to the left type of sports game, bro. Like,
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure
playing that on the Nintendo. That's it.
I'm pretty sure it's fun too. But the more you play a Mario basketball, it's like, bro, that's gonna make you want to know where live at even more.
Yeah. Mario.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's like I don't know what their expectations versus the reality of the situation. But NBA, I have yet to hear one person say anything negative about NBA Street. So the fact that they haven't brought it back is mine, especially since they not even making basketball games no more. Like, at least make NBA Street.
Who put out? Oh, that was 2K. Was that 2K that put out NBA Battlegrounds or something like that? No, that was WWE Battlegrounds. They put out somebody that was. Who put out that?
I'm about to look it up now because I definitely know what you're talking about. It's
like an NBA Jam type, but it's not from Midway.
2K, yep, 2K did that.
2K did it, but what's it called?
NBA Playgrounds.
Right. See, like we don't want 2K making those type of games.
No, because it was trash.
Exactly.
I don't know if can't see it.
Yep, there you go. Yep. No, we don't want 2K playing that. We got enough. I'm tired of 2K.
Tired of it. I'm in agreement with that.
Or you give that to PlayStation Studios, the same people that make the MLB The Show, and you let them out.
Because now you talking, because they know how to make a sports video.
But MLB The Show is simulation though. So maybe we need to find like
but I don't know if, because I know baseball not your jam, but I think it was.
I got the show right now, bro.
Well, do you remember the year that they put out the Ken Griffey Jr. was on the cover? They made a homage to his arcade game, Ken Griffey Jr. Yeah, the show. I forget what year.
PlayStation Studios?
Huh?
PlayStation Studios?
Yeah, they did a homage to, like, it was a Ken Griffey Jr. Yeah, and it was dope. Okay. And I know they know how to make an arcade game.
I would definitely.
But
I would, if I would, but then I don't think 2K bought the rights. I don't even think the NBA is selling their rights like NFL did to only EA. So if I was PlayStation Studios, I would be making them, but they probably straight with their baseball. They probably like.
Yeah, I mean, they now that they selling them on every system now, it's like they making hand over fist because that's the only baseball game to play.
Yeah, so, but the AEW game, to me, it looks good enough to release now. Like, or maybe I'm just being greedy because I want a wrestling game.
See, the thing is that if they taking time to give you a career, a decent career, or hopefully a never-ending career mode on top of that.
Right.
But because they got everything as far as bells and whistles from like the records and all of that stuff. So it's like, man, you could really do something special with that. And I mean, the gameplay looks perfect. Like it looks like it's like, okay, so I know the wrestling part is at least gonna be fire. Now, are you?
You know what? The gameplay don't even have to be perfect.
It don't. It looks perfect.
I'll take some. Okay, this ain't all that great, but as long as it's fun.
So when it comes to, for me, when it comes to the wrestling game, like of course you gotta have the actual matches be fun, finishing moves and all that thing. But to take it to the wrestling level of fun, you gotta have weapon combat for like hitting people with chairs and stuff be fun. And that, from what I seen, it looked dope. And then you need to have what 2K be trying to do, you gotta have the story, like the storylines and stuff, where if you can't create your own, you gotta have something that's already made that's fire. And that's where, I mean, for his first game, I'm not even expecting that. I just want to play it because it looks
at least just had the weapons in the environment part.
Yeah, but it's like when it comes to I just think of, like how you was mentioning Cyberpunk and like Mass Effect, with these games with choices. I'm like, wrestling is so perfect for that type of, like, you could tell stories with choices with wrestling games. Like it's so perfect. Yet it's like, it's mind-boggling that people ain't picked up on that yet and ran with it, because you could, and then I don't know, like, it ain't easy to me, but I know making games aren't easy, but it's just like that concept is just, I don't understand why ain't nobody perfected that yet, because it's easy. And then what makes me hyped for is because what AEW was doing or has been doing since they, became a company, like they ain't been putting out no terrible product. Like, so it's like, I would assume that the game would pick up from what they do on the TV show, like, or or the writers or so, whatever the show is contributing to the game, because it's like, I mean, if that's the case, then I don't know if I want to say this next year's, but the next the next 2K game, if it got Triple H's input, it might be better. Because it got his
but we don't know how involved he is with the video games.
Right, but if Vince had input in the video games, it would make a whole lot more sense why the video games was just as trash as the TV show, if that was the case. But I think that AEW had their hands on the game itself, so
but that's also one of the, I think it was one of the things, but I guess there was nobody else that stepped up to purchase the the license for WWE's games except 2K. Because when you chose 2K, you choosing simulation, and it's like there's pros and cons with simulation, just like there's pros and cons with the arcade style, because it's not like realistic. But it's like, who wants? I think like maybe this new generation, and I don't even know if it's this new generation, but it's like some people play video games to get away from reality. But now everyone's pushing it. Well, at least 2K, when you play 2K games, they push like realism. It's like, man, we don't want realism.
I'm all for it looking real, but it could be a video game still.
Right. But 2K takes that stuff too serious, bro. Like, some of them will be like so stiff, and it's like, It shouldn't be this stiff, bro. But then again, it's the same move I've seen since WWE 2K12 or 13. It's like, bro.
Yeah. I hear
but
you.
AEW game look good. It looks good.
Yeah.
To be fair, it looks good. Like I'll take it as is.
Oh man. Whenever they ready to release it, I'm here for it. I am here for it. Well,
that might be a first day purchase.
Yeah. I don't have many of them left.
Nope.
Because
I think as we get older,
after this 2K, I was like, yeah, I ain't buying games when they first come out no more unless I know I'm finna play them. Because all I'm doing at this point is just adding to my backlog.
Yeah.
And the only thing, like I said, the only thing that's coming out now that I'm looking forward to, of course, is a new Pokemon game that I'm gonna cop but it's God of War. God of War got my attention over everything, and that's November. So I mean that's that.
God of War is definitely a day one. Well, one of them Chinese, Japanese, one of them fire ones that we don't even know the names of, but they fire.
Yeah.
Might be all of them if I'm crazy enough, because I'm just betting that over there across the water they make better RPG games.
They definitely. I when I saw that, I was like, this looks. It don't look like Ghost of Tsushima. It just looks similar, and it looked and that was good enough to me. Like when I was seeing like the way that they was using the magic, I was like, oh, this looks so fire. I was like, yeah, this. I don't know when it's coming, but whenever I'm ready,
I'll be ready. Hopefully, it's not a PlayStation exclusive because I ain't got the 5 yet. And I keep forgetting about the digital only is only 300. I'm like, man, that's right. I'm worried about the 500, man. I should just focus on the 300 joint because I don't really need a disc tray. We just buy the game online. So yeah. I think if God of War do a bundle or something for the holidays, that might be my ticket in. But for right now, but then I think God of War is coming for the PS4 as well.
Yeah,
so,
it is. Yeah. So you ain't got to get a 5 to play the God of War.
Hopefully those Japanese joints ain't console exclusive. If it is, hopefully it's Xbox. But them joints look like some PlayStation.
Well, they showed them on the PlayStation press conference. So if they gonna be console exclusive, they're gonna be on PlayStation.
So. Hopefully.
I hope they not.
Hopefully,
I really do. I dislike console as much as I troll PlayStation.
It's not the same anymore. It's not the same anymore.
It's not the same. It's
not.
Because
they really for the majority of these games from Microsoft and Sony ain't even finished.
Sure ain't.
But they want full price.
That's like and I still ain't played Deathloop. But
I think that's what becoming the Game Pass.
It is, but I bought it on my 5 and never touched it.
Oh. And but I haven't heard any issues about that not being ready.
I haven't heard it any, but it's just like it's just the point of it's just the fact of the matter that I bought it and now it's coming on Game Pass and it's like, well, I ain't played it yet. I could have just waited. So
right.
And it's like I knew it was coming because Microsoft owned the company. So they made the game. Right. So it's like I knew as soon as whatever contract they had with Sony was up, it was coming straight to Game Pass. And sure enough, it's coming straight to Game Pass.
I'm waiting.
And it's like at this point, that's what I'm on. It's like, well, if it comes, unless I'm really interested, I'm just gonna wait to see if it comes to Game Pass.
Yep.
And that's just how I'm gonna work. And I'll pay my little yearly subscription to that, and I'm good. I'm not finna buy no 2Ks no more off a whim. I just can't do it no more. I mean, I can, but I don't want to do it no more.
They don't deserve that.
They don't.
No.
They don't.
Nintendo probably still deserves it, but because they ain't really trying to, they're not trying to like rob you for every penny. They don't really have games like that. The games that they don't really do microtransactions like that. It's like,
yeah.
And none of these Japanese like Ghost of Tsushima ain't. They weren't trying to rob you for that. They wasn't God of War wasn't trying to rob you. So it's like, bro, like, just make good games and you'll make your money.
Even to his credit, Halo ain't even. And Halo got a store and stuff, but all they stuff is cosmetic stuff. Like it's like if you want to spend the money, here it is. But
I downloaded that joint because that was my first Halo game, and I ruined my. I played that joint at the same time I was playing Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh.
And I'm gonna say it, Mass Effect Andromeda was way better to me than this Halo game.
That's fair enough.
And Mass Effect Andromeda, when it came out, had issues.
That's fair enough. I mean, Halo got issues. I don't think that they the reason why I ain't played through the campaign is because they ain't released that's a me and Tasha joint too with Far Cry. Like we play Halo together. Like
I started the campaign and then it became an open world or whatever. So I'm assuming that was like the prologue or whatever. I'm like, yeah, this is kind of slow compared to Mass Effect Andromeda. So I'm gonna just go back to Mass Effect Andromeda. Yeah, that's what I did. I went back to Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah,
that's my sci-fi game. I tried all of the Xbox's exclusive joints. The Gears of War joint, I tried that. Like, yeah, this is cool, but I think I should have played that when it came out.
Oh yeah, Gears of War is probably the best thing they got going as far as exclusive until some of their Bethesda stuff come out, because obviously they own Bethesda now. So like, but before they started buying companies, Gears was the best thing they had as far as story and gameplay wise. Like Gears was they God of War.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's pretty dated because I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling it.
Gears is I want to say 4 to maybe 5 years old. Like it came out around the time the system came out. So
yeah, it's dated. So I'm like, yeah, I miss that way. So yeah, well, shoot, the only Xbox exclusive is I don't think I have any Xbox exclusive.
No, Starfield. That's the only game that's the space.
Is that Bethesda or is that?
Yeah, that's Bethesda, and it's exclusive to Xbox. So,
to be honest, it don't really. Maybe that's just the first trailer. It looks a lot like No Man's Sky, and No Man's Sky looked empty and hollow. So hopefully they get some.
Well, I ain't worried about it being empty, because the one thing Bethesda's gonna do, they're gonna give you some creatures to kill.
We'll see.
Cause I mean, the Fallout is any indication of it.
I did feel some Fallout in there, but now I'm like, okay, but what are we doing though? And I don't really see nothing. But then that was like a teaser trailer. So when they release some gameplay, like some in-depth gameplay trailer.
Oh, you ain't see the second trailer then. You ain't see the gameplay trailer. You need to watch that joint.
I think I did.
With them customizing the spaceship and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because they did a whole walkthrough on the planet and
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out again because I don't think I was blown away.
Okay, well, I mean, fair enough. But that when it comes to, I will say this. Based off that trailer, it still ain't better than Mass Effect. Mass Effect is the pinnacle of space RPG. Like that's the best one I've ever played. And so I don't think that Starfield is gonna eclipse that, but because it's Bethesda, I'm gonna give it a shot.
It can offer something different because Mass Effect didn't give you like the
customize
ability to
those.
customize and build cities and towns and stuff like that. Especially if you're into that type of stuff. I try it sometimes with Fallout 4, but I ain't really big on
I tried to break that game, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Like especially when they released all the factory stuff where you could build your own factory and like produce your own ammo and stuff. I tried to break that game and like have a full, and I couldn't do it. I could never get it to work. Like I couldn't get it to work. And I've seen people do it on YouTube, but I just never could figure it out. Like having you produce mass amount of ammo so where you can go. And what Fallout 4 needs, and matter of fact, any RPG that's dealing with leveling up and putting a skill point, new game plus. Don't have me start the game over from level 1 again. Because all you doing is just making me not want to start the game over. Like, I think Batman was the first to ever, like, you start the game over with all your gadgets, and it was like, it was so fun. Like I could just keep playing Batman over and over again. And so because of that,
Batman was the first for that.
It was the first one I did. No, it definitely wasn't the first to do it, but it's the first game I played that did it.
Because I know Cyberpunk, when you beat Cyberpunk, they let you start. I think they offer a new game plus, if I'm not mistaken. Or they tell you like you can start the last mission. I don't know. I forgot. It's sort of like a new game plus.
I know Devil May Cry did it,
but I ain't going back to that. But the thing about those Devil May Cry games is the action is good. It's like they be wanting you to go to like hit like SSS combos, and I ain't really, my hands coordination ain't all that great for SSS. I can do like an S sometimes. I can do a lot of A's, but S's and triple S's, nah, bro. Overkill, bro. Them things been like, I
you just juggling bodies at that point.
You keep him in the air. Like, bro, this dude should have been sliced and diced a long time ago.
Yeah.
But speaking of, DMC was a good game. That nigga Virgil was a problem.
Yeah, man. If you into those, I tell you, if you ain't tried Bayonetta, that's another good one.
Oh yeah. I'm a definitely take it.
She that's crazy. It's fun, just like them. So like,
I was trying to wait because I think I was looking on the Nintendo store. They still want like $60 for that joint.
Oh, you gotta. They be on sale on like Amazon and stuff. If I catch it on sale, I send you the link.
Okay.
Because I be seeing them sales all the time. It's just
I'll be waiting on. I'll be trying to just
with the holiday and stuff coming up, they're gonna be on sale a lot. So
yeah, I just be trying to like just buy it directly, have it download directly to the console. But like, because I was waiting on Astral Chain because I heard that was good too. But they still want $60 for that. I'm like, bro, this game like 3 years old, bro. Like, y'all don't do, they do sell, Nintendo do sell, but they don't do sales for the games you want. I'm like, okay. Because I had to go to a GameStop for Mario Odyssey because Nintendo store still wanted $60.
Oh yeah, Nintendo ain't never gonna put nothing on sale. You have to go to like GameStop or catch it on Amazon or GameFly or something like that. You ain't gonna catch Nintendo ain't gonna drop the prices. They believe they product is supposed to be $60 or whatever the retail price is, no matter what. So
that's wild.
Yeah, well, that's it for me, man. I ain't got no more topics this week. Next week we should have hopefully a better setup that works. And you got to break these down in parts, but
that too.
Cause now like it be throwing me off to keep stopping and restarting. So
lame, man. Why did they do that?
I don't know, man, but I think we got a resolution for it. So next week, I'm we'll see. But if not, we just gotta make it do what it do.
We will make it do what it do.
Yes, sir. We are back, baby.
It's therapeutic. But thanks for hanging out with us, man. Thanks y'all for checking us out. Thank y'all for listening. And thank y'all for vibing with us, man. We'll catch y'all next week. God bless.
Yes, sir.